Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Whew. But you guys, but it's kind of busy over here. It's like a lot going on. Plus it's raining, so my hair is sort of doing its own thing. All right. We're all seeing our roots. Oh, that's all right. We'll get over it. We'll get through it. We'll get past it. It's a crazy kind of worth between has plan and there's something good from this every day to focus. What out of this? I think there are a lot of them. I think if we allow ourselves to look and to really be present in that, I think we can find a lot of blessings. And I think that there's a lot of outrage and there's a lot of shit that just pisses me off. These people who are out there protesting, we want to go back to work. I want to go back to work too. I get it. But at the same time, and and it's a free country. It is absolutely a free country. And aren't we so incredibly blessed with that? But at the same time, our actions have consequences. And whether that's a consequence with our health, our spirit, the universe, our planet, our actions have consequences. And if anything else that's been shown to us from this quarantine and the basic shutdown of our planet is our actions have consequences. We have consequences to Mother Earth. We have consequences to each other. And it is really very challenging to be, oh, Cindy, you found me. Yay. I felt bad. I saw you pop on and I was like, nope, I'm going over there. That we have consequences. Our actions absolutely have consequences, and what we're doing to each other, what we're doing to our planet, and what we're allowing for our leadership to perpetrate is just, it is outrageous. And so it's difficult to stay in the, hi, Roxy. Oh, I'm so honored. It can be very difficult to stay in the light when we are watching this misinformation and corruption and all kinds of stuff going on. Hi, Christy, I miss you. Where, governors are having to sneak products and supplies in so the federal government doesn't take them. And I understand that. I wish we had a leader that could handle a crisis situation, because I just don't personally feel like we do. But I keep the faith that God is always in control. The universe always, always, always has a plan. And I see these blessings every day. And so for me, as a human in the world, it can be a bit bipolar where, it's like, okay, I believe in God and source and spirit and the light, and I believe the universe has a plan, and I know that I know that I know that. And the blessings that I see watching the planet recover. And isn't it amazing how fast our planet is choosing to recover with the animals and the air and the fish and just amazing, amazing things. What blessings. But as people are getting restless, when we're seeing it every day, that people are getting restless. And I'll tell you that one of the things that really pisses me off is when everything comes back to, these idiots blaming the Jews for everything and please somebody explain to me how my Jewish people are responsible for a virus that started in China. I do not understand. So anyway, it's easy to get bipolar and to get like this, but when we know that the universe has a plan, and so I go back and forth, and so I know a lot of us are doing that, where we are staying in the place of the blessings, and it's really an amazing thing to watch how our planet is recovering and how people are recovering. But as we start to get into this place where people are restless, people are tired of quarantine. I understand. I got 2 college kids here, and there are days that they are just, and they're frustrated and angry, and they want to go out and they want their life and they want to go do stuff, and I get it. But as we start to go forward, it becomes on us to really decide what kind of forward do we want? What do we want our society to look like? What do we want our planet to look like? What is important to us going forward? And so here I am in Central Florida, and we had a tornado this morning. Now, it's not that unusual for us to get tornadoes further north, like up into Ocala and the villages and stuff. It's not that unusual. But down here, for us to get a tornado, it's kind of a big deal. Now, thankfully, it was not too near to us. It was really on the northeast side of town, which, you know, we have a lot of friends over there, so I'm very grateful everyone's okay. But scary things. So clearly the world is changing, and so it becomes on us to decide what kind of world do we want to facilitate and to manifest as we go forward, because we've talked before about opening up our DNA and unspooling our DNA and our ability to have an impact on the world around us and our ability to manifest things. So what is it that we want to manifest? What is it that we want to create out in the world? And so this is the question that's in my mind as we go forward. And as I was going to cut the cards to read them, the Align Your Life. This is the card that, as I cut them apart so I could shuffle them, and this is the card, Align Your Life, and that just popped in. So so if you have questions, please feel free to type them in the comments. I would be so honored to answer them for you and to give you any insight and guidance that I can. But this is the question that I have. Hey, Willard, nice to see you twice. This is the question that I am posing to the cards today, is as we go forward, what is it that's important? What role are we to play in creating the new world as we move forward from this time of difficulty and quarantine and challenge? And one of the things that I would really encourage you so strongly to really think about every day is, where are the blessings that you are that you can find in all of this craziness? Where are the blessings that the quarantine is providing in your life? It's very easy to be angry. It's very easy, it's very tempting to just get mad about everything. It takes a lot more energy to consciously stay connected to the light, to stay connected to our higher power, to listen to our higher guidance, and to really believe into that and to lean into that with so much trust and faith. It takes so much more energy to remind ourselves not to sink into the madness. And so if you are, you know, as we are going forward, it is really up to us to decide what kind of new world do we want to create, and what are we manifesting as we are going forward. And so I've shuffled the cards. I'm getting ready to pull the 3 off the top, and so of course I'm holding in my hand the one on the bottom, Keepers of the Earth. We are the keepers of the earth. This is our planet. It is our society. It is our country. It is our neighborhood. It is our family. It's all, we have so much more control than we think we do. We have so much more control than we think we do. And when you can stay connected to the light, it is amazing if you can allow yourself to live into those blessings and lean into those blessings. It is so much easier to get angry and lean into everything sucks and all these people are criminals. These people are mad and they're crazy and they're stupid and da-da-da-da. And I get it, because I look at some of the stuff out there and I like the people protesting, and it makes me mad. It makes me mad when I see these idiots out there protesting that it's a free country and they should be allowed to go to work and get sick, but then we should be responsible for paying for their health care. And, you know, oh, let's not forget that the signs that they're waving are anti-Semitic. So it makes me mad. But at the same time, I come back to something that I have mentioned here 1,000 times. As we see the rising of the light, we're also seeing the rising of the dark. And we are really in that time of the fracture where the light is getting stronger, the dark is getting stronger, and the dark is, let me rephrase that. The light is getting stronger, the dark is getting louder. It's getting smaller and louder. As more people are waking up to the light, the people over here in the dark are getting scared because they're trying so hard to hang on to their status quo. And more people are looking at this and saying, this is not right, and this is not how I want to live, and this is very closed-minded, and this is very xenophobic, and this isn't where I want to be. And more people are coming over into the light. So the light is rising. The dark is panicking. And so it is really an amazing time for us that we have so much power to create the world that we want to live in going forward. So I ask the cards, what is it that what part are we to play as we move forward into this new reality? So let's see. I love the Oracle cards because you know what? The cards are never wrong. So this is, again, the Work Your Light Oracle deck from Rebecca Campbell. I love this deck. So the first card is Soul Family. And that's you guys. You guys are all here. This is the Soul Family. Because as we move forward and as we start to create the world that we want to be in, this is so much about building the people around us, welcoming the light, spreading the light, and building our soul family. This is so much about that. And if you remember, we've talked about the cavitation with the ripples in the water, right? If I drop my pebble into the water and Tracy drops her pebble in the water, hi Tracy, hi Maria, and they drop their pebbles in the water, the ripples go out and the ripples bump into each other and they cavitate and they make more ripples. So as we are moving forward, we come together to become more powerful together to affect change in our world, energetic change, bringing in the light, much more powerful together than we are by ourselves. So it's so important, even in this time of quarantine, that we're staying connected with our soul family. Okay, so what else we got to say here? Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Sisterhood of the Rose. I want to grab the book because I want to make sure that I know what that's about. And of course, I don't have my glasses here. But if this is also questions and answers, so if you have questions, you want to type a question into the, while I look this up, Sisterhood of the Rose, if you want to type a question in there, I am so happy to help however I possibly can. Page 78, the Sisterhood of the Rose. I love when I get a card that I have to look up because there's something to learn. There's always something to learn. So the Sisterhood of the Rose is the lineage of the priestess and the mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeing the light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all of life. So we are being called to notice the beauty around us, but we are being called to help cultivate it. We are being called to help grow it. And this is one of the things we've been talking about a lot. Hey, Brett. This is one of the things we've been talking about a lot is with the quiet that has come from quarantine. The cars are not on the roads as much. The air is cleaner. The flowers are blooming. There's lions in the streets of the theme parks or whatever. I saw some wildlife park. It's an amazing, amazing thing that we are more able to absorb the beauty because there's not so much noise out there in the streets. And because people can't go to the gym, they're taking walks. And there are people that are putting things in the windows of their houses so that the people have stuff to look at on their walks. And so, and just as people are doing things to connect in different ways and to be part of the beauty and noticing the beauty, that we have time to notice the beauty in this place of we're not working necessarily a 9-to-5 job. I keep talking to people and people are like, everything seems slow. Everything takes longer right now. We have become this very instant gratification society because we could get our hands on anything. I mean, seriously, Amazon will deliver to you the same dang day. And we are getting our hands on stuff instantaneously. Hi, Jen. We have forgotten how to be patient. We have forgotten how to be patient and what anticipation brings us, the joy that anticipation can bring us of having to wait for something good to come and noticing and appreciating it because we had to wait for it. But we've also lost the ability to be patient with each other prior to this. And with this crisis, everything takes longer. I know that when I need to call and talk to the bank, I expect right now that I'm going to be on hold for 30 minutes because all of the people I need to talk to are working from home. And there's not a switchboard of hundreds of people. There's one guy at his computer at home logging into the bank thing, and he's only able to go as fast as he can go. And so we are having to learn to be patient because everything that's going on is taking a little bit longer right now. And so there's beauty in that slowdown. There's beauty in being encouraged to slow down, to enjoy your food, not to inhale it because you have to get back to work or get to the gym or pick up the kids from soccer practice. And I mean, how many times did I eat dinner in my car for soccer practice? So this is the opportunity for us to slow down and appreciate the beauty that's around us, the beauty of sleeping on clean sheets, waking up next to the person that you love, the beauty of walking your own neighborhood, the beauty of waving to someone across the way and just wishing them well instead of rushing to your car and ignoring them because you're late. There's so much beauty that is available to us, and it is up to us. And it says the sisterhood of the rose, but we are all part of that. Male, female, we are all part of that because we are the soul family. Okay, so we all connect together, all of us, and we talk about those cavitations. The more we connect, the more we cavitate off of each other, the more we rise the light together. So here's the third card. The ever unfolding rose. I love this card. I love this card, and I love this card comes up for me. It's affirmative to me. This card is all about we are on the right track. The ever unfolding rose is the sacred geometry of the universe. It is the ever unfolding path, the plan of the universe, that we are on the right way. Okay, and so this is cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. For you, not to you. Wow, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? No, this is a blessing. This is our opportunity to slow down, to connect, to reach out to each other, to be in our space this way. If we can't be in our space, I'm sending you all hugs, and I miss being able to be in the space of the people I love. But there has been so much more opportunity for connection because of this. With this ever unfolding rose of the universe, the great wisdom of the universe is leading us every single day. And all of these things, yes, there is difficulty. Yes, there is frustration. Yes, there is stress. And I get it. But every part of this is for our greater good. That all of these things are happening for us and not to us. And when we can remember that, it is so comforting to have the knowledge that the universe has your back, and that whatever crap you might be going through right now and whatever thing you have to deal with and that's stressing you out right now, if you can release it to the universe and allow that the universe is going to take care of it, and that in the end, even if it's just killing you right now, and if it is, I'm sorry, and I'm sending you so much healing, love, and light. But even if it's killing you right now, there is a higher plan in place for this to be a blessing for us if we are willing to receive it. When we send out healing energy, my job is to send out the healing energy, and it is my honor to do that to anyone that needs it. If you need healing energy, say the word, and it is coming from them through me to you. But I cannot heal you. I can present healing energy, and it is up for you to receive it and to be willing to receive it, to bring that inside of you, to allow the healing to take place, whatever that is, physical, mental, emotional, whatever it is, to allow that healing to take place. And we have so many people who are so not ready to receive the healing energy. And so it just sort of bounces off and nothing changes. The people who stay in the anger and the frustration and who would much rather be out there in the streets protesting their, what's wrong with the world, rather than being part of the light. So it is, this is a teaching moment, Brett. You're absolutely right. This is our opportunity to receive blessing and receive healing. If we are open to what the universe is trying to do for us, those cogs in the wheels of the universe are moving. They are moving for all of us. They are moving. And if we are receiving and open to receiving that energy from the universe, the blessings that will come from this in the end will be magnificent if we do not grow weary and lose heart, lose faith in the process. So, our cards today, we are the soul family. And I am so grateful and honored for you to be spending some time here with me and participating and commenting. And just makes my heart so incredibly happy to have you here with us. And thank you for joining us. And if you have questions, just type them in and I will answer whatever I can. But we are one soul family. And the thing that is so magnificent about this is that our soul family is growing, not just here on my page, but our soul family is growing. More people are waking up to the light every single day. And it is beautiful and wonderful and magical. And it makes my heart so happy. And so then we have the sisterhood of the rose. And I love the rose theme because we have it in two of these cards here. And I'm going to pick one more. I feel like I'm supposed to pick one more. But the sisterhood of the rose, we are called to observe and appreciate and perpetuate the beauty around us that we are being able to see. Can you see the whales on this one? That we are the fish and the dolphins. It's beautiful. This is the unity of the earth and the sky and the water. This is the balance of all the elements, of us coming together in balance of all the elements, that we are the ones that can balance all the elements, because we are being called to appreciate the beauty and all of the beauty that's around us, the beauty that's within us, and to perpetuate that and to tie it all together, to welcome more people into the light and to help them to understand that we are breathing in love, and we are breathing out love, and we are connecting people with love. You know, I've been taking some time with all of this to learn more about religions and things like that. I know that being raised Jewish, and I'm very grateful and strong in my faith, and I'm very connected to my Judaism, and and who's throw up an angry face? What the heck? So I've been taking the time to learn because Jesus was a great teacher, and I've been taking time to learn more about his life and his path, because so much of what we're taught as Jewish children is to watch out for, we have to be afraid of that because of anti-Semitism, because of hate and racism. And unfortunately, with the current administration, we have seen really a rise in the anti-Semitism over the last few years, and it's frightening. And so it has really pulled me away back into the way I was raised, to be fearful. And as coming into this time, I've been working over the last few years to really heal my relationship with Jesus. And I understand, and I'm reading books, and it's really been very enjoyable, and he and I are working it out. But as a person of my own personal beliefs, I don't believe in original sin. I don't believe that someone else had to die for my sins, that people are born flawed. I think people are choose flaws. I think people are the embodiment of the piece of their soul, that they've come here for divine purpose, for their soul to have an experience. And so for me as a medium, never, ever, ever once, not ever, have I ever, in all the classes I've taken, in all the classes I've taught, not ever, 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 have I experienced or connected with a soul that has said, there is a hell, it's hot, I'm damned, I'm in trouble, get me out of here. That has never happened. Never. And from the mediumship standpoint, we don't believe in any of that, because the universe is made of love. We are made of love. And when we leave this corporeal form, we leave this physical body, we go back to love. And you didn't have to have someone die for your sins in order to have that connection. And again, this is my belief, and I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything, but what I am trying to say is that the universe is built on love. And so as we move forward, if we can release the anger and the guilt and the shame and the you have to believe what I believe, otherwise you're going to go to hell, because there isn't one. And we don't have to be afraid of blending and coming together from a place of love. We don't have to be afraid of those things, because the universe is only love. And there is enough when we can get past all the ego and the controlling, and when we are the ones to empower and to feed into the ever unfolding rose, we know that this is love in action, trying to move us forward and help us evolve as humanity, to come from the place of we can be enough together, rather than it's mine and I have it and I can't share it with you because then I won't have enough. Because the fact is, there is more than enough for all of us when we work together from a place of love as a soul family. So that's what I'm supposed to tell you. I don't know. I couldn't repeat any of that if I tried, because they give me information and it just starts flowing out of my mouth and I don't even remember what I just said, but I know it was important. So I said I felt called to pick one more card, and it just makes me smile so much because it says, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You're already doing it, because the truth is you're here on this page watching this video, spending time with me, and I'm so incredibly grateful. Thank you. But you're already doing it. So the fact that you're here and that you know that you should be here, you're already understanding everything that I just said. But if something resonated with you, and if you have friends who maybe aren't here or maybe are struggling with some of this stuff, please feel free to share this video with them, to invite them to like our page, to join our community of light, so that we can all be in this together, because people are moving away from hate and anger and rage, and they get lost in the middle and they don't know where to go and what to do. And we over here in the light can be the ones to say, hey, come this way, join us in this wave of light and this wave of love, that we are going to heal our world this way together. No. Oh, Brett, I'm so glad that this was resonant for you and this is what you needed to hear. That makes my heart so incredibly happy. You guys, I come to this space with my heart, and I ask them to please give us what is needed to be heard. And I just offer myself as a channel, as a conduit to bring forward the information, and to use the cards. The cards are so amazing because they're never, ever wrong. They're always exactly what we need to hear. And I'm so incredibly grateful for you to spend some time with me. I do commit to like 30 minutes, and so we have, and longer if we need it, but we have about 3 minutes left. So if there's any questions or any comments that you want to share, I'm so happy to share them and to visit with you and to just be in such love space, and to be in just such a joyous place of a place of love with all of you. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy and happy at home, and remembering that this is really, the universe is doing this for us. You know, I think back to the news reports and a little Greta, what's her name, from Sweden, the one with the braids, the environmentalist. God love that girl. Brave little girl, and young woman. I say young woman, brave young woman. When I come over here to swipe the comments and see, hi Katya, it shakes my computer, so I apologize for that. You know, and I listen to her talk about that we have, you know, X amount of time to fix the planet, otherwise it's not going to be sustainable for us. And then here we have this terrifying and scary virus and scary thing going on, and then but it's allowing the earth to heal because it got us all out of the way. And so we have been given the gift of a bit more time in this because we have been quarantined, and to get out of the way so our earth can heal itself. So I'm so grateful. Oh, Jen, thank you so much. I am so delighted that you are able to be here and that this was resonant for you as well. I think, is there a kitten outside? Oh, yeah, there was a kitten outside my window. She may be ready to come in, to come inside. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, for supporting our community of light. I always am so encouraged by the energy that I feel when you all are with me, when we're here together on Mondays. And if you are enjoying these messages, please share them. I will post this to my YouTube page as well, but please share them to your friends. Invite other people to watch the video. Share with people. Time to heal, reflect, and time to care for ourselves and others. Staying inside helps everyone. Brett, you are so right. Staying inside helps everyone. And it's so frustrating when I'm watching these governors who are really trying to do the right thing, and then the people are so, you know, filled with rage that they have to leave and join in large crowds. And then if you saw the news with Kentucky, that they had all these protests, and now all the people, there's like huge, you know, new wave of people that are sick in Kentucky. Like, hello, we are all in this together. And that's the thing that I think we're just now still struggling to understand. We're all in this together as humans, as animals, as neighbors, as countrymen, as a global society. We are all in this together. And the way that we are going to move forward as humanity is by uniting together. So I was a bit encouraged to see some of the news about where they were talking about a global ceasefire. I don't know if that actually came to fruition, but having a global ceasefire, what a beautiful thing that would be, to have a global ceasefire. What a blessing that could be to come from all of this. A global ceasefire. And a place for all of us to continue to rise in the love and light for all of us. So I'm sending you all so very much love, so very much light. If you are in need of healing energy, please let us know. We'd be so honored to send that your way. Thank you for spending 30 minutes with us today. If there's something I can do to help support you on your way outside of this little window, it is my honor to do so. Thank you so much for spending some time. Love you. God bless. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay home.